I'm so happy to welcome the multi-talented Pam Sherman. Two years ago, I decided to get on a plane early in the morning in Rochester, New York, and fly to Washington, D.C., where a friend was being honored. It was here at JWI. I never imagined then that I would be standing here among these amazing women, surrounded by my friends and family. So congratulations to you all, and thank you. That day, I learned all about JWI, and I heard a young woman bravely share her story about how she was sexually assaulted in college by a friend. In that instant, I was transported back to my freshman year in a dark room where I didn't know my worth or that I had power over my body. In that transformative moment, her story became my story. And I sat where you sit, and I cried for her and for my 18-year-old self. But her story leads me to my pearl, which is this. Each of us, at any stage, no matter who we are, has to show up, share our story, and do something. A few years ago, I was at a crossroads, personally and professionally, trying to figure out my life's purpose. And I decided that it was to share my energy with the world in order to help others grow their presence and share their stories with passion. So I went out of my comfort zone and I started to show up in unexpected places for work, like Saudi Arabia, that's Nigeria, Milwaukee. What I learned on that journey is that we can connect with people from all faiths and walks of life if we just show up. If we show up, we can change, but more important, we can change the world one connection at a time. But it's not enough just to show up. You have to use your unique voice to share your story, because when we share our stories out loud, like that girl that day, our stories never end. Ultimately, though, it is when we choose to do something that we truly grow. It doesn't have to be around the world, it can be around the corner. My travels around the world have only deepened my commitment to my adopted hometown of Rochester, New York, where I use my public platform to hopefully make a difference. So I must confess, the story I've always told myself in my head is that I'm just a. You know what I mean? I'm just a daughter, I'm just a wife, I'm just a mother. JWI and that brave girl taught me and reminded me that each of us can be so much more than just a. Each of us can be a someone who can change the world. So I ask you, you showed up today. What story will you tell? And most important, what will you do? Thank you.